Wahala dey shele for Nigerian politics, but we are getting to the end of it all. The former spokesman of Labour Party, Kenneth Okonkwo, said that removing fuel subsidy was a good idea, but he did it at the wrong time, that he was not supposed to do it at that particular time, that planning supposed to be involved in it, but Tinubu did it at the wrong time. Please stay connected to the end of this video if you want to hear what this man said. Kenneth Okonkwo, the former spokesman of Labour Party, said about Tinubu. Stay connected to the end of this video. We'll be back. Thank you.
Welcome to Nigerian TV show.
The home of crime scene.
It's happening in the street again.
The center of political news, celebrity gossip, religious gossip, and happiness in the society.
Join us, the voice of Africa.
Hello my great and wonderful viewers, welcome you back to Lajipot TV show. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to click the subscribe button and the like button so that YouTube will notify you anytime we drop another video into this channel. As we all know that fuel subsidy is the major talk of the country now, the former spokesman for Labour Party, Kenneth Okonkwo, come out and say that Tinubu brought hopelessness into this country at the first day of his inauguration, that there is nothing that he can do to bring faith and peace into this country back. He said removing fuel subsidy was a good idea, but he did it at the wrong time, that if it is Labour Party, they will do it at the right time when they are supposed to do it, that removing fuel subsidy without enough infrastructures, without enough equipment to make sure that the community, the country can have enough fuel in the environment is a wrong idea. My people, I want to stay connected to the end of this video so that you can hear what this man say about fuel subsidy, Tinubu and Labour Party. Just stay connected to the end of the video. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and the like button and the bell beside it. Thank you. We'll be back.
We have our model that we are going to implement at the appropriate time. You have seen the model which they promised you. They promised you renewed hope. But from the first day of inauguration, they gave you renewed hopelessness. So, but we promised Nigerians a new Nigeria that is free from the culture of impunity, criminality, corruption, and illegality. And we are going to maintain our focus on that promise, and at the appropriate time we will deliver. In law, you do not approbate and reprobate. You cannot be in court saying that this is an unconstitutional pronouncement, that a man who did not win an election is pronounced the winner, and begin to talk about an alliance. It is an unholy alliance, because you cannot be preaching this way and trying to accept another thing this way. That's the classical definition of being a hypocrite, and we are not that in Labour. So we are consistently maintaining our stand, subject to the pronouncement of the court. I was a bit scandalized by it, because a statement was made to be an inaugural speech, and right there in the speech you could see a man contradicting the exact thing he was saying. Well, I may not blame him. The statement was written for him, but his own utterances, which was not even in the text, ran exactly contrary to exact thing he was saying, meaning he was simply being a mouthpiece to somebody who wrote something. I said it during campaign that I am not moved by anything documented, because that may just be the work of some brilliant professors. I want to hear the candidates talk. I want them to be cross-examined. Let's hear what he will say. Now, let me move into why I said this. A man in his speech said, we shall consult and dialogue and never dictate. And Piam, he issued the first dictate of his regime. Fuel subsidy is gone. The statement he made was in May. The subsidy was to go by June. In politics, one day is enough to do the miracle or the damage. But what is the essence of you are saying in your inaugural speech that you are going to inflict more pain on the people? He said he was going to lead. Leadership is defined as the ability to influence people through inspiration, not intimidation or manipulation. That was a demonstration of arrogance of power, not humility of purpose. Now, when you are a leader, what is your purpose? Is it to inflict more pains on the people? No. And you have to be humble about it, especially when the problem emanated from the incompetence and dishonesty of leaders, not from the complicity of the people. Now, let me start by saying, so that you do not misinterpret me as ever supporting anything about oil fuel subsidy. If there is anything that irritates me to my bones, is the issue of subsidy. I wouldn't have voted for anybody who said he was going to maintain oil subsidy. And I'm very serious about that. What is the wisdom in an oil producing country paying more than 7-point-something trillion to foreign countries to refine your oil and send it back to you? You paying their shipping line, you building their refineries abroad, when you have your 4 refineries already built.
So you support his move then?
No, listen to me.
Right.
I am saying that I hate everything about oil subsidy, and I agree with anybody who says it's fraudulent, it's criminal, and has no business in the first place in the Nigerian economy. We should be as careful in coming out of oil subsidy as we were careless in going into it. We displayed recklessness and carelessness going into it in the first place. So when you are coming out, you wouldn't be as careless as you were going in. So what I'm saying is, when you want to remove it, there are 2 fundamental bases, and I talk now as an economist, that you must fulfill in order to make sure that you don't destroy the economy before building it post oil subsidy. And the 2 basic econometrics that you must achieve: you must saturate the system with fuel, and you must ensure there is no monopoly. When you saturate the system with fuel, elementary economics will teach you that when supply is excess, it maintains a cap on the price. However, no matter how supply is entrenched, if there is monopoly, the monopoly through Shylock mentality of making profit can still manipulate the supply in order to make sure that the price gets haywire. Why I said it's a demonstration of arrogance of power is just you just want to tell people that as president, my word is law, nothing else. Because the other regime has given you a leeway. What he said is unlawful. He said oil subsidy is gone. No. What he said is not true. He said there was no appropriation for what he knew in the budget for oil subsidy. No, there was. And it ought to end by June. If you end it today, that means the June allocation for oil subsidy will be dyed by some elements of criminal tendencies, because they would have jacked up the price before exhausting the subsidy, which is already a matter of law, which is already in the Appropriation Act. So there was everything wrong with that pronouncement. And it is anti-labor, it is anti-people, not because that I support oil subsidy, but because of the recklessness with which they are managing the exit of the oil subsidy.
Right. Well,
this man said a lot of things, but you have all heard what he said. Though I'm not in support of any government, I'm not in support of any party, but removing fuel subsidy has bring Nigerian down to his knees. What he said was right, that fuel subsidy was removed at the wrong time. It wasn't supposed to be removed at this particular time. There's supposed to be enough infrastructures, enough facilities to produce more oil, to produce more crude oil for the nation, for the nation Nigeria. But Tinubu did not reason it, did not think about it. I know a lot of people may be up against me that what is this guy saying? What is he saying that this man did it at the right time, this man did it at the wrong time? But see what removing fuel subsidy got us to at the wrong time. Now, if you want to get a fuel or petrol, you have to get it at the rate of 500 naira, 600 naira. Even some people are selling it 1,000 naira. Can you see what the removal of fuel subsidy at the wrong time costs to Nigeria? Well, if you think otherwise, that removing fuel subsidy was the right decision and it was made at the right time, you can drop your comment in the comment section. Don't forget that to click the subscribe button and the like button. See you in my next video. God bless you. God bless me. God bless Nigeria.
Thank you for staying connected and like what TV show. Leave the message for you, let us impact you. So all we do on this channel is to bring to you prophetic words from men of God in America and outside America, from the pausing of Judy Green and Christmas to the dating of Bullock and Clement and all of that. So we're dealing with undiluted words from them and also their prophetic words. And guess what? Many of these prophecies are really coming through. So just ensure you subscribe to this channel just to get more of the prophecy in pure time. Guess what? See you in my next video.